Confringo. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Levioso. What a relief. Levioso. Levioso.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Revelio.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less.
I'd seen Bakar's tower countless times.
It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
Aloha, Mora.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
I am not.
As a matter of fact, you are.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Compulso! Confringo!
Arms is dire. Nothing's as clever as playing with fire. What are you up to now?
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus Curse. Also known as the Torture Curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Confringo! Confringo!
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Revelio. Levioso! Protego! Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
I shan't be having none of you. Somehow I'm
Confringo!
No! Levioso!
Levioso!
Stop this
Confringo! One less poacher in the wizarding world. Revelio. This looks intriguing. Incendio! Confringo! A castle. Must have been quite stately in his time.
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Incendio! Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Protego! Accio! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Incendio! Accio! Glacius! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Glacius! Confringo! Levioso! Arresto Memento Pulso! Confringo! Protego! Incendio! Wingardium Leviosa! Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Compulso! Arresto Momentum! Confringo! Incendio! Assignment's all finished. Revelio. Potato. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Potato.
There's so much we don't know about beasts. So
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can...
I will, Professor.
I will hold. Now, you must be precise in... Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Let us put it into practice, shall we?
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Bombarda!
A dash of powdered bat spleen, I think.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Protego. Professor, I saw an aura badge on your desk. May I ask about your time as an aura?
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That sounds positively exhilarating.
Exhilarating? It was at that. While it lasted, at any rate. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
Now,
I've always
was
said
it 2 pinches of
travel
envy?
Revelio.
I really
Confringo.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Who lived here, I wonder? Protego! Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Arresto Momentum! Cabalso! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Accio. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
It isn't, Nora.
Protego.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Confringo. Bombarda.
Thought we'd forget about that goblin house. No. You dead. You're that hypocrite thief.
Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
This better not be a trick.
Save trouble afoot.
Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
For what?
Arresto Momentum. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Confringo.
I see you.
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Protego. Glacier.
What have you done?
The beasts are safe.
But surely those were curdle.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all...
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not. Talent and resolve are a potent combination.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't... Now, let's see how you... Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on it. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Confringo! Professor, do you have a moment to speak again?
You do realize I have classes to teach?
Perhaps another time then, sir. Thank you.
Suit yourself. As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile, but...
It's like a play.
You are here. Good.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
My husband!
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle.
Theophilus Harlow! I'm sure of it.
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His son... I hope he wasn't here when Harlow... when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what... I begged him to leave it alone, but he He was convinced that...
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you.
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle.
Why did he challenge?
When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we had, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope...
Revelio!
Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio!
Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Confringo! Confringo! Defendo! Confringo! Defendo!
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio! Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again.
Revelio!
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. Beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do.
Revelio.
I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless.
Revelio!
It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Confringo! Revelio!
Taking in children.
Revelio!
Better not.
It is as I feared. They have Archie.
Leviosa! Bombada!
Expulso!
Incendio! Confringo! Was that meant to be an attack of some sort? Potato! Incendio! Expulso! Leviosa!
Who's this?
Everyone gets lucky now and then.
Incendio! Leviosa! Descendo! Bombado! Confringo! Incendio! Leviosa! You will pay for that! Revelio.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you?
Of course he did. Why?
Confringo.
My eyes.
Revelio. Confringo. Bombado. Potato.
Don't think you're going to get out of this alive.
Expulso!
Confringo.
Hardly a fair fight without me watching.
Potato.
You can't hold out forever.
Defender.
Pay for your deed.
Confringo!
I'm not done with you. Knew you were.
Confringo!
I'll make you wish you were.
Defender!
Expelliarmus! Coward!
Bombarda!
Knew I'd find you.
Defender!
Patricia total!
Expelliarmus!
Confringo! Bombarda! Potato!
Too afraid to fight back?
Defender!
Made a grave mistake.
Confringo! Glacier!
They got what they deserved.
Please, I need your help.
Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to
Defender!
see you.
Not too loud.
Confringo! Bombarda! We need to get this open. Aloha Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Archie, you're here!
Defender!
You're safe!
Revelio!
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe. Mr. Filbert.
Glacius!
I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them.
Defender!
You run inside.
Revelio! Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are happy. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from...
At least their boy is safe.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Glad you...
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come. Defender! Accio! Revelio. Upper Hogsfield.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rockwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to... I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper. One that Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Bombarda. Protego. Bombarda. Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio! Is that Infurious wearing a woolly jumper? Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I could use some gold.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No, this can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph!
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Levioso.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous.
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here! Incendio!
Let's grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance...
Revelio!
...to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2.
Incendio!
Simple mathematics on this.
Incendio! Confringo!
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
Reparo!
You knew? Didn't tell me. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be different.
Revelio!
The door we came from, it closed.
Confringo!
There's only one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself.
Revelio!
She got to it first. Nice work.
Lumos! Confringo!
Not the welcoming sort, was he?
Ominous, your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, and she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo! Lumos. This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor
Another gate.
seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Lumos! I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Revelio. Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous! As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare, Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all right?
That pain.
Revelio.
Anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving. We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Revelio. Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Revelio.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Confringo! Accio! Incendigo! Revelio!
Off on another
Yes, I
adventure,
told
are
you.
we?
You're very clever. Clever?
Accio!
How offensive.
Incendio!
Fine, a genius. Happy
Possibly.
now? But I'll allow your limp vocabulary. This disillusionment charm is...
Hello, Mr.
Oh, greetings!
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, thank you. The fewer of these statues I see, the better. You keep your eye.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended.
Revelio.
Lucy has a special knack. It's tormenting Professor Black.
Revelio. Levioso.
What? Don't be silly. It'll wear off in a few hours, I think.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Defendo.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Levio Protego. Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
Revelio.
If only a new student were to help me with my stuff.
You'll never believe...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything.
Levioso.
You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that.
Revelio.
I never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Acceptable. Some kind soul help me.
Acceptable? In transfiguration? No child of mine should receive less than outstanding. What are you even doing?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak.
I'm sorry, the other student.
That's kind of you. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common... My gobstone collection, that is. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little
Gobstones?
That's what I tried to tell her. People can be so cruel. Imelda is one of the worst. And now those poor losers have taken my
Rather an overreaction on their part.
Oh, anyway, I can't work. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need...
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. I'll be back to playing Snake.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, it's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm pleased to be.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
Revelio!
So knowledgeable.
Revelio! What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks.
Very well done. Now, as you have, based upon the knowledge that one's
there will be hardship, I'm sure of it.
A measured perception. But this talk of tomorrow should not... And if that performance... Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Crucio. Revelio. Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
I'm sorry. It seems now.
I sensed as much.
Revelio. Compulso. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Accio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio!
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Accio!
You know, it does help to look at the thing.
Revelio! Accio! That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
I'm afraid I've decided to keep them. That'll teach you to stink up your classmates.
What? You'd keep my prized collection for yourself?
I'm only teasing. Of course you can have them.
Oh, thank Merlin. You had me worried there. Now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Glacius! Revelio!
Fills our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Revelio!
Trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much. Bit of snot on your nose.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
Who would have thought someone of... Uncle Roland sends his best. He often asks after you and his owls.